Hi, my name is Michael Hahn, and I'm one of the vision application engineers here at our Floody company, taking you through another little snippet of how-tos when utilizing the Easy Builder Cognex software package. A lot of these snippets come from the Easy Builder class that we've been doing for a number of different years and have trained hundreds and hundreds of people here. So today we're going to be talking about how to apply a simple measurement tool through Easy Builder. Some things just to discuss. First of all, remember the 6 rules of machine vision, right? Rule number 1, good data in is good data out. Rule number 2, always start on a golden image. That means to train in what is good. Rule number 3, and the big one, is to always check your work. When you apply a tool, make a change, you want to make sure that you check your work. Rule number 4, as you can see where my cursor's at over here to the right, always name your tools. And rule number 5, always consult experts from anything along with machine vision, from a software standpoint to optics to lighting and to hardware. And then rule number 6, no fear. Try. If it doesn't work, right click, delete it, and try again. Anyways, getting back to it, here we are with our application steps over to the left. We got connected to our emulator. There's walkthrough videos on that. In the setup image, we loaded up and queued up our images, and then we actually calibrated to this circle right here. So we've already calibrated our image to real world millimeter units here, as you can see down at the bottom. Then we've applied our step 3, locate tool. So if I cycle through all my image, you can see that my tools are cycling, or my tools are moving with the part. So we've already done that. We've already applied several measurement tools, and now we're going to go to measuring the distance. And the distance we want to measure is between the good and bad. Here's the bad part. You see where my cursor's at, measuring the gap here in the middle. And I go back and, so here's what good is. It's a shorter distance, and of course bad is here. So we're going to actually measure a distance. Now, what are the 2 things you need to measure a distance? And that is 2 points, right? And so what we're going to do is go to our 4th step over here in the left-hand side. I always go to the lower left-hand corner, and here are my groups of tools. If I want to measure something, I just need to go to the measurement tools. I click on that, and I want to measure distance. I click on distance, and then I take my cursor and click add. And what it's going to do, and this is part of the smart feature function that comes with Easy Builder, is find all edges or points that I could measure from. And so even circles, all lines or edges are highlighted here in blue, and then in green are references from my other tools. Well, all I want to do is just measure, and I'm going to zoom in here. I'm going to take my cursor and click on the bottom edge that I want to measure. Once I do that, it turns magenta, and then you can see that I've got this blue line following my cursor to where do I want to measure to. And so I'm going to go across the great divide here to the other side and click on this edge. And when I do that, these 3 tools are now added. Remember, we need 2 points. So it created an edge 1 right here on the bottom, and then edge 2 right here on the top, and then a distance between the 2. Okay, and so with those edge tools, the points that we're grabbing are midpoints. And so the middle of this edge is the point that I'm grabbing and going from there. In my distance tool, I have actually 2 options here. I can go midpoint to midpoint, or I could go midpoint to line. And if I like selecting that because that gives me kind of more of a, I'm going to come off of this edge here, and I'm going to be perpendicular to it all the way to the other edge. And so we kind of like to use that more. In this measurement here, I've got 31 millimeters. This is a good part. On the drawing of itself, the range limit is, and that's the tab I'm on right now, is plus or minus 2 millimeters, so 29 and 33 off of 31. And remember, don't hit auto limits. Auto limits just takes the number that you show and puts plus or minus 10% in min and max. So just put in whatever your drawing calls out for. Also, I'm going to take my my top region here, and I'm just going to extend that edge. So when I index to a bad image, as you see right now, I'm finding that edge right here. So Here we have now on a bad part 39 millimeters, falls outside of our tolerance, and I go back to the good part. And so if I cycle through, I'm tracking, and you can see that I'm measuring and finding the difference between good and bad. That is what we have here for today on how to utilize the simple measurement tool through EasyBuilder. For more information on some of the other tools and videos that can walk you through on setting up some of the software tools and options and solutions from our Floody company, you can always find us at rrfloody.com.